When you're taking a picture of a person, it becomes a team effort. And the better your team members are, the better the picture's gonna be.
Oh, now I actually have to talk. Oh, what were we gonna do? Oh yeah, hi, I'm Kyle. This is Brittany. This is Courtney.
Anyways, so this is something I call head-to-toe modeling.
Several reasons why you might land on this video. Either I told you to because you're one of my clients and we made you watch this video because we're about to have a shoot together and you need to know how to stand in front of a camera. Or two, maybe you are wanting to be a model and you want to learn how to stand in front of a camera as a way of living and making money. We want to help with that.
This is something I do with models for my commercial work. It's something I do with students and seniors, and for portrait work, because it's just it's helpful. When you're taking a picture of a person, it becomes a team effort, and the better your team members are, the better the picture's gonna be. And so I will work through this spiel with about everybody I shoot, and so we're just gonna go from your head down to your toes, how to model, how to pose, how to be in front of a camera. So the first thing to know is what to do with your head. And I find that your whole body will follow your head. When you're taking a picture of a person, the face matters the most. There is just a crazy amount of psychology that goes into facial recognition in the human brain. The best way to recognize somebody is by their face. You want to make sure the face is well lit and in focus. That's why on a portrait you focus on the eyeball. And you want to be able to see the eyes. And the best way to accomplish that is to make sure that your head is turned toward the main light. So explain, what is the main light? The main light is usually the biggest, softest, brightest light. If that's different, then you can also tell your model. Or if you're a model, you can ask, hey, where's the main light? And what you want to do is point your face toward the main light. Point your head in the direction of the main light. Now, this is a rule, and in photography, every rule can be broken except for one. Every rule can be broken if you know it and you do it on purpose. By the way, for that one rule, I'll put a video here-ish for that. The one rule you can't break. But every other rule, you can break it if you know it and you do it on purpose. And so sometimes in a portrait or in a picture of a person, you want to turn their face away from the light. If you're a model, wait for the photographer to ask you to do that. If you're a photographer, you got to tell them, turn away from the light. And that's not hard. Second is your face. What do you do with your face? Faces are difficult. What you want to do is remember, there is no such thing as a model. There's just three kinds of actors. There's an actor on a stage, an actor on a screen, and an actor in a print. And so you're going to want to help your subject feel what you want them to feel. So don't tell them to smile, because then they'll go, and that's fake. What you want to do is make them smile. Tell them a funny joke, and they'll really smile. Or ask them a question about something they love. People always smile when they think about things they love. Or give them a scenario. Hey, pretend this just happened. React to this. Or ask them about something that makes them sad if you want to get like a somber look. If you're a model or a subject, what you want to do is think about, if your photographer says, hey, smile, don't just smile. Think about something that makes you smile. So with your face, you want to be genuine. Your head needs to be toward the light. Your face needs to be genuine. And it's your job, and whether you're the model or the photographer, it's your job to work together to make that happen. Figure out what feel do we need, figure out how to get it. So head toward the light, face genuine, acting. You're an actor, not a model. Shoulders. There are certain things that our culture likes to be big, and there are certain things that our culture likes to be small. And those things that we want to be bigger will look bigger, and those things that we want to look smaller will look smaller with good posture. With your shoulders, you're going to just roll them back a bit, stand up like you got a little bit of pride, and straighten your back. And you will automatically look better. You may not look like a supermodel, but you will look better with a good posture. So your head needs to be toward the light, your face needs to look genuine, your shoulders need to be back, and your back needs to be straight. Next, with your arms. Arms are tricky. There's, you know, all sort of scenes in the movies where they're like, or shows where they're like, what do I do with my hands? And I learned this from a model I worked with, and it's just brilliant. Make a triangle. There's 4 things you can touch to make a triangle. You can touch your hair, so hey, hair. You can touch jewelry, you can touch clothes, and you can touch joints. And there's all kind of parts of clothes you can touch. There's all kind of ways to touch your hair. You can get the back of your head, you can run it through your hand through the hair. There's all kind of joints you can touch. Your jaw is a joint, your shoulders are a joint, your elbow is a joint, your wrist is a joint. You can hold your own hand, that's a joint. Even this is a popular thing. There's a joint down the middle of your skull called the cranial suture, so that counts as a joint. Your hip's a joint, your knees are joints. So, hair, clothes, jewelry, joints. Hair, clothes, jewelry, joints. Hair, clothes, jewelry, joints. So, hair, clothes, jewelry, joints. 4 things you can touch to make a triangle with your arms. Hands are also weird. You've got 2 problems with hands. One, you'll get like a fist, like the death grip, or like I'm gonna beat you up, or you'll get like witch hands, like where it's hyperextended. And what you want as a subject or as a model is to have your hands relaxed. The best thing to do is to not think about them, but you can't not think about something. Instead, you can pretend they're just not there. Pretend that you have nubs at the end of your arms instead of hands. Your hands were cut off and you don't have any more anymore. And what that will tend to do is make them naturally relax. And nobody does that literally. It's hard to do that. But having that as a thought, I don't have hands anymore, you'll naturally relax your hands. It's a weird thing, and a lot of times people don't get it when I say it, but they always relax their hands when we just tell them, pretend you have no hands. Finally, your feet. If you point your feet toward the light, your head will point toward the light 9 times out of 10. If you're going for a more masculine power pose, spread the feet just a little wider than your elbow or than your shoulders. If you're going for something a little more feminine, put them closer together than your shoulders. The human eye wants either precise symmetry or not symmetrical at all. Our bodies are not perfectly symmetrical, and so it's usually more flattering if you put your weight on one leg or the other. And you can also make the S pose, make an S pose easier this way. If you'll, shift your weight to one leg and then pop your hip and turn your shoulder the same direction as your hip, you'll have an automatic S curve in your pose. And so let's put all of this together, because hopefully by now you're seeing, oh, posing is a little more simple than I thought. But it gets even simpler, because what I like to do is I play a game that I like to call click move, where I click and the subject moves. But they don't move everything, because it is phenomenally hard to build a new pose one after another without repeating yourself. But what we can do is, instead of moving everything in your body all at once, what we do is we move one thing at a time. And so I'll click and you'll move an arm, and I'll click and you move the other arm, and I'll click and you'll move your head or change your facial expression, and I'll click again and you move a leg or move the other leg, and that way in 3, 4, 5 frames we've built a completely new pose. And what I've found is when I do this, even with like clients for portraits, the shoot goes way faster. The shoot is way easier. So every client I have, I meet with them first, and we teach this, so that when it comes down to the day to shoot, it goes fast. And that's what we want. We don't want a long, drawn out, painful photo shoot. We want quick, simple, easy fun. And so this is the way that I make it happen in my studio, in my business, and please feel free to take it, use it however you please. There it is. Head to toe modeling, click move game, makes portraits so easy. Makes commercial modeling, working with models, so easy. Anyways, thank you so much for caring about my opinion, caring about my thoughts, watching and listening to this video, accepting my expertise such as it is. I hope I've added something to you. If I have, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram. I've got 2 Instagrams. They're both linked down below. So,
Link below.
Oh, link below.
They did it.
I hate it when people do that.
You do, it's so cliche.
Along with my Twitter, Facebook, I have Pinterest. I don't do much on Pinterest. Maybe that'll change. You'll never know if you don't follow me on Pinterest. Check out my website, check out my blog, lordandhooks.com or lordandhooks.com/blog. Thank you again. God bless you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.